How you doing, nation? And welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet LP, as we're back here for some more Stanford Cardinals online Dynasty here today in NCAA Football 14, as we make our return back here at Stanford Stadium, taking on the number 22 ranked Penn State. Yeah, Penn State Nittany Lions here, and we're going to have to see what we can do. Now, we finally got our first win of the season here, and that's a big relief there for TJ. And now we have to get ready for this second game of the season now and see what we can do here against them. So, if you guys don't know already, here on LP, we'll do little things different here, a little bit different. This is an online dynasty that I'm doing. That I'm playing with two of my friends from college. They are Air Force. One is Taylor's Air Force, and Steve is his own team that he created back a couple years ago called the Lovely Lions. Now, we're not gonna see those guys here on this series, not yet, at least at this point yet. But we do have a podcast series that we're gonna start. But if you take a look there, they are 1-2 nationally. They've been playing this game for now, I think this is the 15th or 16th season they have been in, so they're like in 2027, 2028, something like that. So they're, years beyond where we're at right now, at least compared to my High and Scotty series that I have on the other channel. So definitely check that out. We do have a link down below for that High and Scotty series and for the other channel, ESGNet. But we're taking on Penn State here, and this is a pretty good Penn State team, just like in years past. So these two teams, these are two historic teams that are well known for what they do. Of course, we got a lot of tight ends that that I feel really comfortable with. I'm still trying to learn the playbook here, but we are playing in like 5-minute quarters, so it is a little different compared to what I play in currently in NCAA games. So we'll see how that is going to shape up here as we take a look here. Penn State will get the ball first. So playing 5-minute quarters is a different bit of a strategy to it. We got to hold on to the ball a little bit more, run the ball a lot more, and just try to take our time down the field compared to, I played like 10-minute quarters. I have made some suggestions to the guys about maybe possibly changing that here, but I told them it was a necessity. They've been playing this for years now, so it's their league. I'm just joining it and whatnot, so we'll see how things go. May not be able to change the time or whatever right now until after the next season coming up, but we are going to play at least a couple seasons here with Stanford. As you see, we get a nice turnover here, so we'll see what we can do here on this first drive here, as after Penn State have now coughed for the ball, but there is a coach's challenge here. So let's see what this coach's challenge is about. We'll see if the player was down before he dropped the ball there. And looks like he might have been down all before he dropped. Yeah, he was definitely down by his knee there. So the challenge is going to be reversed, and Penn State will get the ball back. So our Stanford team really needs to do something here. So Penn State, of course, ranked 22nd in the nation. We are ranked 7th in the nation. Last week, Penn State beat Wake Forest 38-31. And they're trying to see if they can try to take us out here, especially one of the top, in a top 7 or top 10 school. They're going to try to see if they can do some damage to us, as Andy Baker makes a nice catch there. 2 receptions, 26 yards now on that 15-yard reception. First and 10, Phillips here runs this one, and he is going to throw that one to Glover. Glover keeps his feet up and going, and get a 6-yard carry there as we go now to a 3rd and 6. So Stanford Cardinals here trying to get the crowd in the mix of this, trying to get them to throw or overthrow there, which he did, as Phillips there does not do a good job there connecting with the receiver. So we'll go to a 4th and 6. Stanford here trying to get the crowd going, and that kick is up, and that kick is good, and that's going to put a 3-point lead for Penn State. So here we are now, 2:42 left here in the first quarter. Harold here, our quarterback, throws this one up there. That one almost gets picked off, but Palmer cannot hold on to it. Thank goodness. Not what you want to do here in this situation, especially playing so with limited quarters that we're playing in. Harold now is going to roll ahead, and he's going to get around here. He's going to run this one here, and he's going to be getting down near the 35 there for the first. So now 1st and 10 for Penn State after a great win last week. And we'll try to see if we can do the same thing here this week here. Now, I really feel like we have a good receiving core here. Our quarterback's pretty decent. He's not the best, but for the most part here, this guy right here, John Barber. Can you say Hunter Cannon? Reincarnation of him? Yeah, definitely a great tight end there. And of course, we're going to be throwing to him quite often. You know, I love my tight ends when it comes to college football here. As McIntyre gets the catch, and that's a nice one there. 10-yard reception for just shy of the first down there. Let's say we'll mark him just about inches there. But we do got some good receivers here. Like I said, once we get after these first couple of games here, just trying to figure out how these guys function. We got Fenner there, who is not a power rusher. He's kind of more of a little bit of a speed rusher. But most of all, we really got to work on the offensive line. I think that's going to be really key for us this season. As we see Barber tries to get the catch there, but that's going to be batted away there from the defenders there of Penn State. But yeah, offensive line is going to be really important for us. That's something I am looking at when it comes to recruiting. Of course, I'm going to be in recruiting battles for the first time with another human being, or at least 2 human beings, with Taylor and Steve. As Bell gets this one, that's going to be an interception, and that is not what we want to do on this drive here. With only 47 seconds left here in the first quarter, we cannot be turning the ball over like this. Every possession is going to be very key in this dynasty here. And, not trying to overhype and be dramatic about this, but, playing 5-minute quarters, if you've ever done that before, it is tough. It's not a tough task. Not a lot of points are going to be scored here. So, we got to take every possession. We got to make every play count in a positive direction for ourselves. Phillips now throwing this one there to Moore. Moore gets the catch, and Moore will be taken down there inside the 30, as I believe they mark him at the 37-yard line for the first. And now Phillips here, he's going to go ahead and run this one himself. Here is Harrison, tries to bring him down, gets help there from a fellow Cardinal, but it is already too late as he does get the first. We'll see Anderson here gets, Dan Anderson gets a -2-yard reception there, as our defense smells that right there and stops it. So go now to the second quarter as we switch up sides. Flip the field, and we'll see a 2nd and 12. Hand this off to Glover. Glover is going to get out of the backfield with no problem. Keep his legs moving with a nice stiff arm and get an 8-yard gain for the first, or just shy of the first. 3rd and 4 here now as they again run, no huddle. And that's one of the things I really annoyed with this game, as Glover stopped there, a loss of 2 on their reception. They'll be forced to punt. But the no huddle was really one of the things I really hate in this game. Because the CPU just really cheeses it like no other, and really takes advantage of it, as Alexander jumps out of nowhere and takes that one in. 2nd interception now in the game here for Harold, as he's only thrown 25 yards in this ball game, and we're in the middle part of the second quarter here. This is not what we need to see from our QB. If he makes any more makes any more interceptions here, we may have to take him out and bring in the second string guy. So 2nd and 3 after the interception. We'll see Phillips now here with pass there to Baker, and Baker gets there, and he's inside the 30 with a nice 17-yard reception. Phillips has no problem getting down the field. He's got some good blocking. Throws to another fellow Phillips there, Charles Phillips, for a 9-yard reception. And he gets the enough there for the move the chain, or help move the chains, get closer to move the chains. And again, another reception there to Philip Charles there for 6 yards, as he does move the chains for our 1st and goal. Phillips now, the quarterback here, throws to Baker, and Andy Baker, a 4-yard reception. And PSU gets now going to take a 10-point lead here. It is 10-0 here at Stanford Stadium. Okay, Cardinals, where are you guys at? 3:11 left here in the second quarter. We'll see a play action now there to Barber. Barber trying to get around the defender, and he is going to be taken down. Does get the reception and does get the first down for 16. Like I said, it's going to be very important for us to play well here as Harold gets hit there as he tries to run that play action. Man, it looks like he's trying to run himself, but he gets taken down there for a loss of 7. Second and 17, and a play action once again. Same play actually, and that one's going to go to Barber, and Barber is wide open going down the field and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's a 70-yard reception. Great throw and a great catch from Harold to Barber, and that puts us on the board now. We're back in this ball game, and talk about the teamwork there from those guys from the Nittany Lions. They have been definitely playing like a team. So they get the ball back here as Glover here is going to be stopped by Crowan there. And he'll get only a gain of 2 on that one. So they're doing a good job here of mixing the play and the pass and the run here. As Harrison is able to get the snag there. He's going to try to run this back for a pick 6, but he's going to get stopped. But there is a flag on the field with 2 minutes left. And it's going to be a personal foul. And it's going to be on the offense, which actually is now us. So that's on Hunt. And that's going to be a first down for the Cardinals. You see Coach, I was going to say Coach Teddy Bonds, Coach TJ Bonds upset about that. Talking to the umpire there. Hand this one off to Fenner. Fenner here, well, he's going to run for a 3-yard gain, making it 2nd and 7. So we can try to get down the field here, take our time, most importantly. We can take a 4-point lead here going into half. If we utilize the clock and most importantly get down the field. We'll see there a pass there to Murphy. Murphy gets the catch, and Murphy's inside the 30, I believe at the 25 for the first. So now 48 seconds left here. Stanford has all 3 timeouts here, so they want to use them wisely as we'll roll out to the right-hand side here. Throw this one there. That's going to be a catch there to Murphy, who gets 12. Nice bang-bang play there for him. As Nittany Lions have 7 first downs. We have 6. So now 1st and 10 here. Harold now trying to get something going here. Trying to maybe change some routes here for his receivers. Goes down the field here, and he's going to get taken down as he gains 4 on the play. And they call their first timeout here in the game. So first time out here in the first half. We'll see 34 seconds left. 2nd and 6. And Harold, of course, now trying to see if he can get this ball in the end zone there. He's going to scramble, but does not see that defender there. And he is going to lose 5 yards on the play, and they'll be forced to take a timeout as Coach TJ Bonds is wondering what is going on there. How can you not see that man there? So now 3rd and 11. See what the Cardinals going to do here as they're calling an audible now. Harold here drops back in the pocket, scrambles off to the right-hand side, looking down the field, throws this one up, throws out one to Washington, and touchdown, Cardinals. And the Cardinals now take a potentially a 4-point lead here with only 22 seconds left. The Cardinals are coming back here. As you see a pass there, a little off balance, but nonetheless there, Washington gets into the end zone and gets a touchdown. His first receiving touchdown of the season. That's Harold's, I believe, his 3rd of the season here. And that is going to, 4th, I think, of the season. That's going to help him out. So now 22 seconds left here before we get to the half. Phillips throws there Baker, and Andy Baker gets 8 on the catch. And they're going to use their first timeout here in the first half. 2nd and 2 for the Nittany Lions as Phillips drops back, throws this one to Moore trying to muscle out, but he is going to be stopped there. Gets enough for the first, gets 14, but they're going to have to call a quick timeout. So 1 timeout remaining left for both squads. And we'll see here a screen pass there to Glover. And Glover's trying to get out of the backfield there. He gets enough for the first, and Shaw finally brings him down. And there's 7 seconds left here. I don't know if they're going to use their last timeout or not. No, they're going to call no huddle. And they're going to try to see if they can throw a deep one here, as this one goes to Glover. Not deep enough, but they're going to call a timeout with 1 second remaining here. So this is going to be the big pass here now. Stanford looking, give him some space here. They're going to throw this one up. This one goes up, and nobody's going to come down with it. Nice deflection there from Greg Shaw. And that is how the first half is going to end. A good first half so far here. 14-10 as we're able to come back in this one. And we'll see what the second half is going to have for us as we make some halftime adjustments now going to the second half. So second half, we of course will get the ball. And most importantly, we're going to have to run the ball very, very well. Our QB has good wheels on him. And maybe we'll start bring out some plays of some kind of option play, maybe some read option help us out here in the running game there, because our running stats are not that great, and that's what we really need here in the second half. We need to really take good ball control here. Just take a time of possession there. Not too good for us, and we're kind of, well, at least I try my best to be try to take that time possession away from the CPU. So we'll try to see if we can do that here going in the second half, as we go ahead and look and get that second half started here. As we'll see now, we'll see our nice run there for Fenner, and Fenner will only get a couple yards on the play, as he'll get about 4 on that run. So a decent run there from him. Now we'll go to a 3rd and 1, and we'll try really do our best here to get this first down converted. And of course, like I said, utilize the clock as much as we possibly can. That's exactly what we do as we get 4 on the carry. So nice job. And of course, we're going to try to put as many big men up there, but you know, at the same time, we're going to try to drop back and pass when we can or when we need to. As Fenner there cannot run that whole field there unless he gets some good, decent blocking. I'm hoping at least we'll get one good big run from him at some point here in this half, or maybe, you know, more importantly, be nice in this drive, but more importantly, you know, sometime in this half. As Harrell here runs and scrambles now, looking down the field here, throws this one up there to Barber, and Barber gets a great catch. 19 yards on the play, converts there, and that's 120 now for him in the game. As we go now to a 1st and 10, and Barber, of course, one of the, like I said, really good, decent half or tight end there for us, and good receiving tight end. As see Black there, try to get that one to him, but he drops it for whatever reason. And I guess he heard those extra footsteps there from the defender. So now 2nd and 10. We'll see. They're going to change some routes here. As Harold's really doing a great job here, taking his time here, utilizing the play clock as much as possible. Throwing up the middle there to Barber, who's wide open. What was the defense think? I think they were trying to get a blitz, but we read that one too well there that time, and we're able to go ahead and get the huge first down. As we move on now to another 1st and 10 in Penn State, Nittany Lions territory. 1st and 10, pass there to Washington, and Washington gets the catch for 11 on the play. And that's going to be a 2nd and 26. So 2nd and 20, after that, excuse me, not 2nd and 26, 2 catches, 26 yards there for him. We'll go now to a 1st and 10, and I'm just trying to read off my notes here and trying to look at the action here as they see Fender gets in there on that 5-yard touchdown. Nice job there for him, his 2nd of the season, and that now puts us up now 2 scores. It makes it now 21-10 against the 22nd ranked Nittany Lions. So our Cardinals defense back out there. They got to play really good here. We got to get 3 and out here. If we can do that here, we'll be on a good showing here of a nice victory. As we'll see 2 yards on that carry. Go now to a 3rd and 2 here after a play or a no huddle, and Glover will get 5 on the play there as we not getting our right personnel that we need out there. So we're going to try a blitz play here, and we'll see Glover here getting out of the backfield there. He is just running like a bulldozer And he gets enough there for the first. 10 carries for 52 yards. We'll see more there. Gets the catch, and Dykes right there takes him down. And that's a 2-yard reception. Third and 8, I should say. And we'll see the ball near midfield. Phillips drops back in the pass. He's going to throw this one up there, and Dykes breaks that up. Should have had that one, but they'll be forced to, of course, punt. So here right now, starting the fourth quarter off here with the Cardinals with possession of the ball. 5 minutes left here in this one. As we'll see, Fenner here just runs this one here, and that's what we really need him to do. Having good, strong runs there, getting 5 to 6 yards of carry there here in this drive. That will really eat up the clock and take away any chances now for Nittany Lions to try to get back in this one. You see their 2nd and 6. A nice run there from him as we go now to a 3rd and 1. And we're getting near the 3.5 minute mark here in this one. As they're in the I formation here, knowing they have to get inside the 40 there, and they do so. And that is going to get them there, and that'll be enough for the first down. So, of course, running the ball is important there. We have to do that, but at the same time, we got to kind of mix it up here. And I think that's what they're going to do here in this 1st and 10. They're going to drop back and pass this one here quickly there to Joseph. Joseph gets that one on the other side of the 50. They're in near the 40 there in Nittany Lion territory. So now 1st and 10. And we'll see what we can do as we have Washington in motion. Harold's going to drop back in the pocket. He's going to scramble out of the pocket here. Look down the field. Throws this one to Murphy, and Murphy gets the catch near inside the 30. I believe they mark him at the 28 for the first down. Great job as Joseph is going to come off the field there. He has a pectoral strain. He'll be out for a quarter. So that's at least that's, he got injured, but at least we know that he's going to be able to make a return. And we'll see Harold there throwing this one to Barber. The tight end gets the catch, and they are determined trying to make sure they get at least one more score here. As you see a nice run, and we'll see, we're going to go ahead and not risk having Joseph out. No, instead, Joseph decides to come back out. So he's going to come out and try to see what he can do. I like the, he wants to test his mettle there and his fortitude, but got to be careful out there, buddy, as he throws this one there. A great catch there to Terrence Joseph, 7-yard reception. Got a little nervous there when he caught that. I was like, oh, please don't be injured. But he does get the catch for for 7 there on the play. 2nd and 3. As we have 1:50 left here in this game. And again, looking to try to make a play here through the air. It looks like they are in the I formations. Oh, yeah, they're going to throw. And that one's going to go to Joseph as he wants to say, hey, I might be a little battered and bruised, but I can still make a catch. That's the 5th touchdown of the season there for Harold, and the first for Joseph as it's 28-10. Phillips now back out here for Penn State, trying to see if he can try to get something on the board here for his team. And a nice throw there for 9 yards. We'll see Shaw misses the opportunity for that interception, and Miller gets down the field. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a great catch from Miller. Take a look at this. I really thought Shaw had this, but apparently that was not the case here. Take a look. He was stride for stride with him, jumped up, but for whatever reason, he goes around him and then loses him. And yeah, not what we want to see there. So they're going to go for the extra point here. And we'll see if Phillips can get this one there to Baker. And Baker, no, cannot get the extra 2 points. And that's going to be now a 16. It's going to be 28-16. They go for the onside kick with 1:27 left here. Try to see if they can get the ball back. But we have our hands team out there as Joseph has the ball. And nice job there getting the ball. And now we have possession here. And all we have to do now is just run the clock. Just run the ball as much as we possibly can. And that looks like that's going to be the case here in this one. As we get 2 yards there on that one. And Penn State blows their last time out there. as we have all three of ours. Minute 25 left here. Really don't have to do too much scoring here. As we'll see, Fenner here just runs this one, getting that extra garbage time run there, as he's got 74 yards for the day. Nice job as we go ahead and win this one. 28-16 is your final score here at home against Penn State, number 22 ranked. Of course, they will probably be outside the top 25 here after next week. As for us, well, we only have one direction we're going, that is up. And we might be at the top 5 here by next week. So, final score 28-16. There you see some of the highlights in this one. This is actually a fun game. Definitely a fun way to come back and get back into this one here. But I was talking to Steve and Taylor. I'm like, how's this gonna work out? Like, if we all three are 1, 2, and 3. Somebody's gonna be someone's gonna be on the outside, outside looking in, while the other two are playing the national championship. And it's like, we're all three of us, we're competitors, but at the same time we're like, it's gonna be a fun no matter how this is gonna turn out to be. So it's gonna be fun to see how this is gonna turn out, this series. And like I said, my goal is to play 3 seasons of this, depending on how well it goes and how well received it goes from you guys, because like I said, there's 2 other things attached to this. There is a kind of a podcast like show with this, where we're going to talk about our teams and talk about talk about NCAA and college football in general, both in the game, about the game, what's going on with the current franchise or dynasty we're in right now in this one, but also talk about what's going on in real life. Of course, with the pandemic going on, not too many schools are playing this year. It's going to be really different, but it should be an interesting podcast. I cannot wait. We're going to talk about teams that we may have offline. I know both of them play. They have teams that they don't play necessarily online with each other. So we'll talk about that and just the quirks and just the follies of NCAA, from their favorite NCAA games to their worst and stuff like that. So I know personally there's some ones I like, NCAA games that I enjoy, some franchises I enjoy the most, and I'm sure they have some of their own themselves. So we take a look here, 15-21 there for Harold, 265, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions and 2 sacks. Fenner, 15 carries, 74 yards, and 1 rushing touchdown there for him. As for Barber, 6 receptions, 161 yards, a touchdown for him. Joseph, 3 receptions, 42 yards, a touchdown. Washington, 2 receptions, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Defensively there, take a look at some of the defensive numbers there. You guys can pause the video, check those out. But for the most part there, did a great job there as we held them to 16 points in this one. And like I said, it's a little different. Not necessarily I would like to do 5-minute quarters, but it is what it is. I'm trying my best to try to talk to Steve about maybe kind of bumping it up here. I know they've been playing the 5-minute quarter things for a couple years now. I don't know if that will they will be willing to change it. I hope they would, because I just feel like I don't get enough plays and can do enough to to really get into it, because it goes by so quick. I want to get a couple, I want to get close to 100 plays in a game, within the game. So I don't know. Well, I have to find out to see what he's gonna do. But I meant to say it too, that there's another, besides the podcast, there's also a NCAA or the Madden 25 series that's gonna be tied to this, because they have players that they've drafted. And last night, and this is on the 28th of August, we had our draft. So I will reveal somewhere down the line here what that series will be for me, who I'm going to be playing as on that game, because like I said, these three series are all tied together, and of course that will be a podcast. It'll have this Madden will also be a part of that podcast too. So we'll talk about our Madden teams and what we're trying to do in that. And of course, I'm gonna give you guys some background of who Taylor and Steve are. You guys probably know a little bit about Taylor or Steve already from ESGNet, but here on LP, like I said, we're doing something different here on this channel, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's it for this episode of the Stanford Cardinals. We're currently 2-0 for the season. We'll see if we can go 3-0. Next week, you take on UCLA in the first Pac-12 game of the season. As always, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check us out on Patreon. Hit that like button. Let's try to get 50 likes for the video. Not to mention, if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. And as always, please, when you go out, wear a mask. Take care of yourself and each other. And I will see you guys next time.